stray. A simple world where love would bloom in every corner of the living room. Oh, the golden thread, it ties us tight through black and white into the light. A real love, it's always there. Classic moments beyond compare.
Welcome back to Golden Thread, Lessons from Classic TV. I'm your host, Mob. Today we turn our hearts toward an episode that reminds us just how unexpected and healing love can be. Even when it comes crashing in from the ocean, suitcase in hand, smile on face, and goat in tow. We're talking about Perfect Strangers. Season 1, Episode 1. Knock Knock, Who's There? The joyful, chaotic, heartfelt beginning to one of television's most beloved odd couple friendships. This isn't just the start of a sitcom. It's the start of a relationship that shows us how love, compassion, and human connection can transform even the most guarded hearts. The episode opens with Larry Appleton, a man with a plan, a new job, a new apartment in Chicago, and for the first time in his life, freedom. Freedom from chaos, freedom from noise, freedom from family. At least that's what he thinks. And then comes Balki. From the island of Mypos, where sheep outnumber people and customs involve ceremonial goats. Balki Bartokomous appears at Larry's doorstep with wide eyes, a hopeful heart, and a passport full of love. Larry, of course, is horrified. Not because Balki is rude or pushy, but because he's kind, too innocent, too vulnerable. And love, real, inconvenient, heart-complicating love, threatens to unravel Larry's precious plans. This first act sets up a classic dynamic. The independent American trying to control life and eliminate messiness, and the foreign cousin who is messiness and also joy. But here's the lesson that sneaks in like a knock on the door. Sometimes love shows up where we don't want it, but exactly where we need it. Larry had planned for everything except connection. And Balki, he had planned for nothing except the hope that love would find him. And it did. As the episode unfolds, Larry tries to find a polite way to say goodbye, or maybe not so polite. Balki is sleeping on his couch. Balki has no job. Balki is asking questions, and worst of all, Balki wants to belong. Larry tries to explain that America isn't like Mypos. You can't just expect people to help you. That's not how it works here, he says. But Balki, in his innocence, doesn't believe it. Why not? He asks. Because it just isn't. But why not? What if kindness should be the norm? What if helping someone in need should be natural? What if love, inconvenient, disruptive, foreign, should be what interrupts our carefully curated lives? It's in this act that Larry's defensiveness begins to soften, and we start to see what makes perfect strangers so special. Balki is not a joke. He's a mirror that reflects back our cynicism, our fear of embarrassment, our self-protective habits, and beneath it all, our need to connect. Larry doesn't want to care, but love makes him care. The turning point comes when Larry, watching Balki's childlike attempt to be an American, realizes that turning him away isn't just unkind, it's unloving. And the truth is, Larry doesn't want to be alone. He just didn't know that being loved by someone who doesn't know the rules, someone who dances when music plays, hugs when comfort is needed, and believes in the best, was the very thing his life was missing. By the end of the episode, he opens the door not just to Balki's suitcase, but to his heart. The final moment where Larry reluctantly, but lovingly, lets Balki stay is quiet but profound. You can stay if you follow some rules. What rules? Rule 1, knock before you come in the bathroom. This cue laughter, cue applause, and cue the beginning of one of the warmest, most lovable TV friendships of all time. What can we take away from this beautiful pilot? It's this. Love isn't always neat. It doesn't follow the rules. It crosses oceans. It moves in with a goat. It dances through our boundaries. And it asks the same question again and again. Can I come in? Sometimes, guys, it's an actual cousin from another country. And then sometimes, well, it's someone at the edge of our circle, or the edge of our politics, or the edge of our comfort. And sometimes it's the part of ourselves that we've tried to exile, the part that still hopes, the part that still believes in kindness. This episode reminds us, let it in. So if you've built a little fortress around your life, as do so many of us, maybe it's time to open the door again. Let the love in. Let the stranger in. Let yourself be interrupted by joy. Because when you do, you might just find that your carefully constructed life becomes something greater, something more vibrant, more connected, and more human, something that can do the dance of joy. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me for the episode today, The Golden Thread, Lessons from Classic TV. I'll see you next time. And as always, choose love. Later, Gators. Bye.
Whoa.